Almonds, top of
Mhm.
my list. And sadly, I normally wouldn't put star fruit at the top of the list, but I just saw somebody on social media who I know from past life who is juicing star fruit and letting her 1-year-old child have it. Star fruit will kill you. It only takes about 10 ounces of star fruit to drop a grown man dead. It's we're right up there at rhubarb level of oxalate level. But normally I wouldn't put that at the top 10, but these days whatever crazy high oxalate food you get thinking is okay could be a problem. So it's really about the food you eat. But the ones that are really popular right now that are people are pushing are cacao and cocoa and dark chocolate,
Mhm.
almonds, cashews, and peanuts. Green, dark green, especially spinach, hidden in pancakes and green everything, like green muffins, like no. Chia is like the thing. Chia puddings, chia parfaits, chia this, chia that. Of course, beets and beet juice are supposed to be so great, and so people are actually buying beet juice as if it's really food and consuming it.
Mm.
Sweet potatoes was one of mine, and then there's the blackberries and the raspberries, which people are saying, oh, just put fresh raspberries in your blender every morning, even in the middle of winter, and they're available now. So that's another thing is that you can get these fresh berries any old time. You can get Swiss chard and spinach any old time. Then you have people going on gluten-free diets. So they're going to go for the buckwheat and the buckwheat noodles, the teff, the quinoa. Quinoa is super popular. It's high in saponins as well and other problems. But people say, oh, it's high protein. Benefits only. Oh, it might have more protein than other grains. That doesn't make it a great source of protein, nor does it make it a great food. Quinoa, and then there's arrowroot and other things, cassava, plantain, that are made into chips, snack chips made from roots. You can get that on an airplane. They'll give you some taro chips full of beets and taro, and these are all high oxalate foods. So a lot of the newfangled, like get around the wheat problem, get around the dairy problem with the almond milks and the almond substitutes, either on a keto diet or on a dairy-free diet or gluten-free diet. So the more you're trying to pursue health and be good, you can start adding these foods. So some of the problems are the advice, the general advice to be afraid of dairy, be afraid of gluten at all costs, and not be afraid of oxalate. That's where the ignorance is so concerning, is that you have a partial truth and you then spin up a solution without ever testing your solution for its safety. We just use a lot of wishful thinking that plants are safe to consume in any amount, as long as it's not our demon of the day, which is, oxalate is not the demon of the day yet. It should be on the list of something we care about. It's a known toxin in nature. It kills critters, it kills farm animals, and it can destroy the well being in your life and in your family. And unfortunately, we think we know stuff. So we have this so called knowledge about, well, maybe dairy is a problem or this or that. And it's really just become a habit and it's making everyone a sucker. And we're drawn to these false promises with food marketing and pretty messages online. And we're making chia pudding and we're blundering into stores and selecting pretty packages full of high oxalate ingredients, trail mixes loaded with chocolate plus all the nuts and high oxalate dried fruits. And then we're teaching each other how to create these disasters on Instagram and elsewhere and ignorantly eroding each other's health without a clue. And that's what's frightening is that we should take the time. I know you don't have time, but take the time to devote some effort to really give some consideration to the many toxic effects of oxalate and try it out and see how you feel. It's like somehow it's still because we haven't heard of it and it's not just common knowledge. The first impulse is go, that can't be right.